Welcome to the next episode of Dude, I Love My Ride, and here I have Travis.
How's it going?
Thanks for coming out. And behind us is your 2003 Jeep TJ Wrangler Rubicon.
So I got it in September of 2017. I had spent about a year looking for Jeeps, and I was just finding either, these really expensive ones or ones that were just beat up beyond recognition. And I went and I found that one, and it was like, ooh, this is great. This is, I didn't actually mind the color.
Yeah. The color is really interesting because it's not really yellow. Tell me about the color.
So the color is called Inca Gold, and basically it's the color that the Rubicon debuted in. And they only ran it for 2003, so there's a very limited number of this color. And so
how many?
212 Rubicons. 212 Rubicons
in this color for that year.
Yeah.
So that's really special. I mean, it's kind of a collector item, but you kind of stumbled into it.
Yeah.
So I've driven a YJ.
Yeah.
Not TJ.
Yeah.
So this is a special treat for me. I mean, part of owning a Jeep, right, is kind of the ability, the freedom of it, right?
Yes.
So it's
Definitely.
just the ability to go anywhere, anytime.
Yep.
Tell me about your process. I mean, how long did it take to find it?
Me and my dad were spending about a year on and off trying to find a manual that was in good shape. And actually the website that I found this one on said it was a manual. That's the only reason I went and looked at it. That is the only reason I went and looked at it. And then when we saw it, it was like, hey, this is actually like in great shape. The frame has no rust on it. The body is still really good looking. It came with a hard top and a soft top.
But I cannot believe this is basically one of the original year of the Rubicon. And also a very unique color. How cool is that?
I know. And it's funny because, like I said, when I bought it, I did not know that at all. I just thought, hey, I'm getting a Jeep.
It's a cool deal.
I'm getting a cool Jeep.
I'm gonna make a deal and I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, that's all I had really cared about at the time. And then it was like, oh, hey, by the way, you have a nicer color and you have all this,
You're like, wait a minute, this is the first year.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, wait, that's awesome.
What's neighborhood price?
It was, this one we talked down to, it was about 15.
So
after all was
for 2003, so people out there who are looking for used vehicles, I mean, 15 grand for a Jeep, I mean, is a fair good deal, especially a Rubicon.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
But if you're getting another vehicle, another car, it sounds like a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
But you're getting what you pay for.
Yep. And this one, is really low miles. It's right now it's got 92,000.
For an 03, that's low.
Yeah, when I bought it, it had 83. In a couple months I've had it, I've put almost 10,000 miles on
it. So let's walk around it. Show me what you did with it.
Well, I put a 3.5-inch Rubicon Express Super Flex lift onto it. Me and my dad did it ourselves.
Okay.
It was super duper fun to put on.
You went there for Easter Jeep Safari?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I haven't done a heck of a lot. These tires came with the Jeep, the wheels came with the Jeep, the bumpers came with the Jeep. I'm gonna get bigger tires. I'm gonna get rock sliders and new fenders and all sorts of cool stuff.
And refinish the bumper, right?
And redo the bumper because it's a little rusty.
But that's the short wheelbase obviously helps you go around obstacles.
Oh yeah, no, well. I can do turns around my dad, and I can pick my line super easy. Whereas he just kind of has to go over whatever he can.
It's the flipping part that sometimes gets difficult, right?
Yeah, I've almost flipped it, I think, twice now. Once before the lift, I was taking it and I was just trying to see what kind of articulation I could get. And this rock kind of slipped out from under it and it kind of just leaned back into the left a little bit. It was definitely a pucker moment. And then, last time I went up into the mountains, I went up on School Road, and it's a really rutted out part with this kind of rocky climb in the street to the left. And I went down that, and I thought to myself, hey, I put the lift on, I can do the harder line. And I nearly biffed it.
So tell me about what's under the hood for people who may not know.
It's a 4-liter straight 6 engine. I think it produced 193 horsepower when it was brand new. It doesn't produce that anymore. But, and then it's hooked up to a 4-speed automatic transmission.
Tell me about Easter Jeep Safari because that was your first safari, right?
Yep, very first time. Me and my dad were putting on the lift, and we didn't finish it until pretty much the night before we were leaving. We were set to leave, and so I drove, all the way there with the steering that was still really, really vague and everything like that. Which, yeah, in the mountains and the little curvy parts, that was great. And went on 2 trails, fins and things, and 7 mile rim, and the Jeep just performed perfectly. It was amazing, because I was all worried, I was like, oh man, we screwed something up.
The suspension,
wrong. Yeah, we did something wrong with the lift, and no, it handled everything fine. Did great. Hardly ever had to turn on my lockers. And I was intentionally
taking...
taking...
lockers are available.
Yes, they are.
410 gears, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
410 gears. Yeah, hardly ever had to turn on lockers. Took the hard lines the whole time. Had a blast.
Now we're gonna see some dirt.
Now we are gonna see some dirt. Yep.
This is not an off-road trail, but hey,
it's dirt.
You gotta see a little bit of dirt in the Rubicon.
Yep. Yeah, I was deeply impressed by these tires.
These are KOs, original KOs.
Yep. And I thought to myself when I got there, I was like, yeah, they're Motrains, they'll do okay. They were excellent in Moab. I never had any traction problems ever.
Show me the interior real quick.
So it's still got the stock 2000 seats. It's still got the stock 2000 stereo. Well, the stereo's new. The sound system is still the same one. That's the Sony.
But there's a very cool feature on the door.
There is. Here. Yeah. One of the previous owners had put in power windows.
Yes.
It was the weirdest thing. I had never seen one of those in a TJ before. And so when I went and looked at this one, I was like, what's this thing bumping into my leg as I'm driving along? I'm like, hey, that's a power window. That's awesome. Yeah, I love this thing. It's pretty great. I don't have a name for it though. Yeah.
Like if you have a big project, you probably should pick a name for it.
I mean, technically, so this is my daily driver, but yeah, I'm also...
It's a work in progress.
I want to put a lot of stuff on it.
Yeah.
It's a Jeep. It's never done.
Right, right. Travis had a blast driving your Jeep.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing it by.
Hey, no problem.
It's a unique Jeep, and that's awesome. We love Jeeps over here.
Thank you.
And you can go back to tflcar.com for more news, views, and real-world reviews, and of course, lots more. Dude, I love my ride.